Hi Naveen, good afternoon. All on time. Hi Nagaraju. Hi Priya. And let us see who else is joining. All set? All set? Good afternoon, Soumya. Good to see you. Leaders, today is the day. Finally, we are here. And Nagaraju, what an amazing background you've got. Lovely. Good afternoon, Soumya. Who else is there? Who else is there? Let us see. Gaurav is there. Nagaraju, Naveen, Priya, Soumya. All right. So today is the day when we all get to see the next step in the AI domain. Anurima is there. Good afternoon, Anurima. Hello, everyone. So, all set? Everyone is ready? Excited? Great, great to see the energy. So, we'll be showcasing everyone's project. I know some of the groups have not attempted it, but let's see what they come up with. Hi, Amit. Good afternoon. Good to see you all the way from Dubai. So, who else is joining? Who else is joining? What we'll do is we'll start and go group wise group one, group two, group three, group four, and group five. I think six and seven have been merged, but in case they've come up with something, we are more than happy to see what is the value they are bringing. Great. So, Lokeshwar, good afternoon. All right. Thank you for pointing out Raghav, group six as well. Just let us wait for 2 minutes. So, in the meantime, would anyone like to share what is the anticipation like and how was the experience dealing with other people? We see some very smart C suite executives on the screen. Naveen, Nagaraju, Amit, Soumya, any one of you? Nageshwar? Yes, Nagaraju, let's have you on the screen.
So thank you for having me here, ma'am. So definitely, this project is again another challenge for us. So definitely great experience, I think, throughout this journey we had. And I think we always talk about many things in the organization. More than that, people are more complex than anything else. So
Yes.
that's where we end up in, but doesn't matter. Whatever it may be, the journey, our journey is, we need to define our own journey. That's the key for succeeding in the career. That's how we move forward. Whoever is there, not that's how we kind of given it. I mean, ready with the best presentation here. Let's hear from everybody and also from us. Thank you, ma'am.
Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing, Nagaraju. So, see, a lot of people did not even say a hello in the groups, unfortunately. And this is an opportunity to network. We talk of networking. What else is this? Connect with other people, talk to each other, find out their perspectives. You never know where opportunities might open. But unfortunately, so many people did not connect. For the ones who did, I'm sure you would have made some new contacts, added value to you, and you would have added value to them as well. Good afternoon, Rohit. Good to see you. Good afternoon, Satyanarayan. Just let us wait for 2 more minutes and then we can start with the first group. We'll go group wise. Group one, are you there? All of you are there? Excellent. Any questions in the meantime, feel free to ask. Also, make notes wherever you can. Any takeaways, write them down. Any feedback you want to give, write that down as well. What the other team could have done better. It's not about nitpicking or pinpointing, it is about learning from each other. And that is why we are here. All smart C-suite executives today. Lovely.
All right. One thing I also want to add on, Sunita, that
Sure.
yes, some people may not be so active, but there are other groups as well which have been having continuous calls since 2 days, 3 days. I remember one group also has, okay, this is what has happened. Now next action step is XYZ on the next call. So they have gone with that much, procedure and productivity. So, and it's great to see them interacting. And somewhere, if I'm being very honest, Anjali has taken over completely this. She has completely handled over this entire,
Lovely.
project. But somewhere we had to really interact. We had to really interrupt and say, okay, this is where you need help. This is where we are. A lot of groups have independently figured out their way, and it's great to see. Yes, some people, if they had participated, would have been good. But overall, it has been nice seeing from a bird's eye view, having them interact, communicate, and figure their way out. So I believe it's per se a very good activity and experience for them already.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing, Raghav. Kudos, Anjali, for taking the initiative and breaking the ice. So, well, I agree. A lot of people were later bloomers, as we call them, but the people who were there initially have brought them up to level. So, kudos to them as well. I see a lot of people with the background emblems and, well, fantastic. Rohit, you wanted to say something. Let's unmute you.
Yeah, I wasn't able to unmute. Very good afternoon to all of you. It's me and Amit who have come together, prepared something to the best of our capability, and let's see how it goes.
Excellent. So sometimes, your C-suite team ditches you and, well,
No,
you take on all the mantles.
no, it's not about ditching. I'm sure they would have their own priorities, but nevertheless, me and Amit have put in our best effort. So let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All the very best to you and Amit.
Yeah.
Soumya, let's have you on the screen.
Yeah, so more or less the same what Rohit said. Melvin, I, and Santosh, we discussed it. Others probably could not join. But unfortunately, Santosh has office today, as well as Melvin has some family emergency. And that's why, I had a discussion with him today morning as well. But after that, he is right now in hospital due to some
Oh,
family emergency. So, uh, I'm expecting to do the presentation alone, but we had discussions amongst us and we prepared something. And let's see whether board will approve it or not.
absolutely. Soumya, I think you would have done an amazing job at it. So let us see great leaders, CEOs here. Thank you so much for sharing, Soumya. I'm sure you're going to do justice to it with your
Thank you.
experience
Thank
and
you.
expertise.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. So, well, group one, can we get started? Who is group one?
Yeah, me and Amit.
Let's have you on the screen. Amit, adding you as well. All right. And I'll move
Yeah.
myself away.
Thank you. I'll share my screen. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
But
Okay.
it's not on presentation mode.
I'm just checking presentation mode, yeah. Just a second. Is it fine?
Yes, perfect.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Good afternoon, esteemed board members, investors, and fellow leadership team. I am Amit Bhagat, the CEO of FinTrade, which is a fintech company. And it's a privilege to be here today to share our vision and strategy uh, for the future, right? So, I mean, just a second, ma'am, I'm not able to maximize it. I'll just zoom it. Shall I find with this one, if it is okay?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay.
Any way you find comfortable, let's
Yeah,
let
this is the screen. I'm not able to maximize it. So yeah. So FinTrade is established in 2018, and we are at the forefront of OTC trade lifecycle management, providing cutting-edge technologies, pre-trade, post-trade processing, as well as uh, settlement services. So, however, as we navigate, we are having the rapid regulatory demands, market demands. So, AI transformation is not a choice, but it's a necessity. So, uh, now I want to give you the overview of our organization. So, we are having global presence. We are headquartered in Bangalore. We have more than 5 branches, working operational branches in India, and we are present in more than 3 countries at the moment. So our mission is to revolutionize OTC trade lifecycle management through AI-driven solutions, delivering seamless and cost-efficient experience for financial institutions. Our vision is to be the global leader in AI trade lifecycle management, driving market expansion and operational excellence for the long-term value creation. So coming to the founding team, we are a very small team but effective team members. Myself is a CEO, CTO, and CHRO. So I'm the visionary technologist with over 20 years of IT industry experience in driving innovation strategy. With me, my fellow leadership team, Mr. Rohit Arora, who is a CFO, CEO, and CMO with over 20 years of experience in financial experience. So I would like to hand over to Mr. Rohit so that he can introduce himself as well as he can take us through the organization strategy and vision for a long-term solution. Over to you, Rohit.
Thank you, Amit, for the brief introduction and setting up the stage. Innovation, it's not a new buzzword at FinTrade. It has always been at the heart of FinTrade. But even the most advanced solution must evolve to keep up the rapidly changing world. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Rohit Arora, a COO at FinTrade. Today, I will take you through the problem statement, why this change is critical. In a while, I would also walk you through our revenue growth strategy as CFO, followed by our transformation strategy for 2025, our investment plan, and lastly, the most important, our marketing strategy as CMO. So let's dive in. Let's start with why this change is critical. So we as a group, we know that today the financial landscape, the financial market is shifting faster than ever. There are regulatory pressures which are increasing, intense competitions. We at FinTrade serve different asset class. But let's take a small example of Forex market, one of the largest global OTC market. Huge volumes, trillions of dollars exchange hands a day. So with all of this, our legacy solutions are struggling to handle the speed, the efficiency which clients are demanding, and the complexity of this modern trading. What is the result? The result is manual inefficiencies, high compliance risk, and the operational bottlenecks. All of this costing the financial institutions billions. Over the past few months, I and the group, we have conducted an in-depth market analysis to understand the client sentiments. Interestingly, what we have found, clients demand real-time risk analytics. Seamless trade processing is no longer a luxury option. It's the expectation from the client. Demand for AI-driven solutions are skyrocketing. So the question is no longer, should we adopt AI? Rather, how fast can we implement it before our competitors like Bloomberg, Murex, Refinitiv, to name a few, move ahead in the market? Because I feel, along with Amit, in this race, speed is the difference between leading the market, or falling behind. So what's our game plan? To stay ahead, we need more than just AI adoption. We need a bold strategic execution. And that's where our Vision 2025 comes in. We have set ambitious goals for ourselves. We look to leverage AI for transformation overall financial operations. And we also aim to expand our global footprint into high growth markets. So with these strategic changes or moves, I am confident that we can drive exponential growth from scaling from 500 million to 1 billion within 12 months. It sounds aggressive, but trust us, it's doable. Let's move on to the next section. Here is our revenue growth strategy. So a vision, innovation do not drive growth. What truly matters is how we turn them into tangible business impact. So while we are solving key challenges through AI, which I have spoken about, the real game changer is how these solutions fuel revenue growth. So this brings us to our next section, our growth blueprint. So beyond AI-driven product innovation, we have a strong strategic roadmap, which we'll talk through in a while, and that transforms our vision into reality. So here are our 3 key pillars of revenue. The first is the cost optimization and efficiency, wherein we look to automate different processes, minimize manual work, and enhance the client engagement through AI, through intelligent chatbot, and predictive analytics. We aim to expand our global footprint from 3 regions to 8 global regions. And with this, we are building a AI-powered ecosystem, I would say, with our strategic partnership with clearing houses, the exchanges, for seamless transactions. And we also look to partner with the fintechs, the small fintechs, for trade automation. And RegTech alliances is a must to enhance our compliance framework. So with this, let's move on to the next section. So this is our transformation, AI-driven transformation for this year, 2025. We have laid down the groundwork with AI-driven solutions. Now it's time to scale, expand, and monetize. To bring our vision to life, we need 250 million as strategic investment to unlock exponential revenue growth. So here is the investment breakdown for transparency, where every dollar creates an impact. We look to invest $100 million for setting up the AI research development and product development. Another 50 for setting up AI infrastructure and to procure the right talent from the industry. Another 50 will be utilized for GTM strategy and customer engagement. And last, the most important, for global expansion, which I spoke about, through strategic partnership, merger and acquisitions for the reg tech firms and other global players. So we firmly believe every dollar invested will drive exponential growth, leading to our ultimate goal of 1 billion revenue growth. And we have a very positive financial projections. The projected return on investment is 3x within 24 months, and break-even timeline is 18 months. But this is not it. Investment alone doesn't guarantee success. Execution does. So we have a structured 12 months roadmap to hit our 1 billion target. And will follow agile method phased rollout to avoid any collateral damage. And this we will talk in detail in a while. One thing to note, every transformation comes with some challenges and risk. And this transformation, and that too at this scale, will definitely come with risks. But we are well prepared to navigate them. Every move is, trust me, well planned, calculated. Every milestone you see takes us closer to faster trading, lower cost and compliance risk. So this is our marketing strategy, focused only on 3 key pillars: customer engagement and acquisitions. Again, to reach the high value financial institutions. Multi-channel demand, the another one, which we look to raise through active presence in our key industry events, thought leadership, and webinars, and not to forget regulatory discussion, because this was emerged, or this is the baseline to do all of this regulatory demands. So I believe it will help strengthening our digital footprint with AI content, webinars, and thought leadership. The last, not the least, strategic partnership, of course, is a must for market expansion. So this we strive to achieve by collaborating with global trade platform, fintech disruptors, and regulatory bodies. With these initiatives, I am confident with my leadership that we will successfully expand our presence to high growth regions. Before I close, by the end of this journey, what we aim to achieve, 30% increase in brand visibility and market share, 50% subscription growth, and 25% cost efficiency in marketing spend with the help of AI automation. So with that, I take a pause and hand it back to our esteemed leader, Amit Bhagat, to walk us through the rest of the execution plan. Over to you, Amit. Thank you all.
Thank you, Rohit, and thanks a lot for giving the strategy vision for the upcoming year in 2025. So, as a CHRO, we are strategically hiring more AI engineers, data scientists, and compliance experts while expanding our team and with the high growth regions. But hiring alone is not enough. We need committed to our existing staff and employees for upskilling and reskilling so that they can also learn and get the privilege to learn on the AI transformation techniques. So we are building a future ready workforce. By leveraging AI driven talent, we are going to enhance productivity by 40% and improving our employee retention, which is very important for an organization, by 30%. So, as a CHRO, to build an agile AI workforce, ready-made productivity, innovation, and the long-term success, we are definitely believe that, along with my leadership, Mr. Rohit, that we are going to achieve 1 billion revenue in the coming year. So now, how we are going to achieve this is very important as the technology is very advanced these days, and it's not easy to meet the market expectation, meet the technology expectation. So vision alone is not enough. To achieve this, we are investing strategically in the AI-driven platform and solutions within the organization, along with the marketing as well as HR strategies, so that we can build a ecosystem where we'll have the platform which is AI driven, the team on top of it which knows and learn the AI technologies, as well as we can have more and more team growth and expansion in market with a partnership as mentioned by Rohit and globally, so that we can have build a sophisticated team to deliver the AI technology for our organization, right? So what we are going to achieve, through the agile methodology we are using here, as mentioned by Rohit, that it will be a phase-wise approach. The first phase, which will be around 0 to 3 months, will be having infrastructure for AI, the talent acquisition, laying the foundation. Once we have the strong foundation, then we'll move to the phase two, which is for the development of AI product, pilot testing with our key clients, partners. We can have prototype system in place, can test thoroughly. Once we complete our development testing with the client, then we are going to have a market expansions and strategic partnership for our future growth. So we are going to expand more and more in the upcoming months, as mentioned by Rohit, the marketing strategy. And the last phase will be our full-scale deployment, which will take around 3 to 4 months, where we are going to achieve our revenue scaling to 1 billion and more, right? So, so by end of this journey, we are going to have AI-powered growth, and we are going to achieve from $100 million to $400 million revenue scaling. Second, we are going to expand our subscriptions, which is currently 20%, and we believe that we are going to achieve more than 50% subscription year on year. Third is very important, the cost efficiency, where we are bringing the automation technology in the space so that we can reduce our manual tasks and reduce the time to deliver the value more and more to the customer, so that they can immediately get their benefits. So we'll have bring more automation processes in place, and we're going to achieve more than $150 million operation savings. And the last is global presence. With this approach, we are going to meet our partners and vendors so that we can have more strategic partnership, and then we can grow as a one company across the globe. So the ask is $250 million investment to drive $1 billion plus revenue in the future. So this is not just an investment, it's an opportunity to shape the future of finance, of FinTrade. So let's build the future together. From here, thank you for all of you to listen to our strategy and vision very carefully. Thanks a lot. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Rohit. That's all from my side.
Can we have
Any
a round
question?
of applause for Rohit and Amit? Well done. So, on the first pitch, I think this was really good. They've put together a lot of things and a lot of learnings for all of us. Yes? Lovely. So, we will go one by one. Of course, you also kept within the timelines, but we will come back and analyze everything once everyone has completed their pitch. So, while we are at it, please a round of applause for Rohit and Amit because the two-member team has taken on various mantles, and here they are with a lovely presentation. Something really good is they also broke it down into timelines, very essential. They also mentioned savings, so cues for others as well. Excellent.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. So let's have the second group. Soumya, let's have you and
Yes,
your group.
let me share my screen. I think, let me share my screen.
Can we please highlight Soumya?
Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everybody. So, good afternoon, Honorable Chairperson Sugita ma'am and the other esteemed board members. Hope you all are doing very fine. So, as you know, like our organization Genologica, right now, I mean, we are having somewhere around, we are having a revenue of 500 million. And in our last board meeting, we decided to come up with certain strategic roadmap or certain strategic plan through which we can create more customer value or the shareholder value and touch the 1 billion revenue by 2026. So, I mean, right now, myself, Shomo Chaudhuri, the CEO of Genologica, we are having CMO Santosh over here. Unfortunately, our CEO Melvin Koshi could not join because of his family emergency. But let us take you through the presentations. What we believe that with this stellar diversification plan, what we have chalked out for our organization, we can outgrow our current performance and definitely can make the organization a $1 billion company in just 1 year. So we are at the door of redefining the future of precision medicine by integrating the advanced AI with biotechnology. Because we are a biotech firm, uh, uh, only thing is that the technology, the rapid use of technology as well as the disruptive idea was not there. So right now we are going to present without much ado. Like I want to get into the discussion, and I'll take you through the different parts, like what we have thought through and how we can make the organization to grow by 2x in just 1 year. So first thing is that, I mean, first we are going to talk about the vision and goal. Number two, market opportunity and growth projection. Then we'll come touch upon the strategy to scale 2x in 12 months. When we are talking about the strategy to scale 2x in 12 months, definitely we need to have certain execution plan. For the next 12 months plan, we already have chalked out. We have identified the risk and the mitigation strategy as well as the exit strategy. And finally, what would be the next steps? So what we are thinking at this point of time, as I said, like we are at the door of redefining the future of precision medicine by integrating advanced AI with biotechnology. Our new and diversified platform will span across three high growth verticals: AI driven diagnostic, gene editing, and rapid diagnostic technologies. From the pandemic period, we could understand that those things are really required. So the because we really don't know what is I mean what will be happening tomorrow. So in this area, that is the reason like we want to invest in this area. This unique synergy enables like faster discovery, smarter disease detection, and scalable solutions for global healthcare market. And we are not just developing, we are not just developing tools. We are building a robust pipeline of disruptive technologies. It is just designed to accelerate the clinical outcomes, reduce healthcare cost, and open new revenue channels. So, board, we need certain kind of investment from your side as well as not from your side. Even if like investment we could manage to get from somewhere else, we need a not from your side, because with this strong IP foundation and data first approach, we can offer our partners and investors a compelling opportunity at the intersection of innovation, scalability, and real world impact. Believe me, we to touch upon all the areas. So first is the vision and goal. So what are the objectives? The objectives is very clear. So mission, personalized cancer therapies, rapid diagnostic platforms to dominate the market. So key focus area, more or less like the AI-driven diagnostic, gene editing, and personalized medicine. Now coming to the next point, how is the market and what are the growth opportunities? So first of all, when we are talking about AI-driven diagnostic, the projected market size by 2030 is 200 billion, and with an insane 30 to 40% CAGR. So what are the key use cases? Early detection of cancer. I mean, there is, if you take the example, right now, India is the third position for, the number of cancer patient. Number one is USA, number two China, and India is third. Then cardiovascular diseases and neurodegenerative disorders. So these days we can find like so many persons are suffering from Alzheimer. I mean, this kind of thing, if we can detect those at the early stage, this would be, I mean, we can generate some value to the society, not for the organization, not for the country, but to the society. It's something to give back to the society. Strategic advantage, that AI outperforms traditional diagnostic in accuracy and efficiency. The second one is like gene editing. On the gene editing, the market size would be 30 billion by 2030, growing at 20% CAGR. Opportunity is huge. Right now, like expansion into genetic therapies, precision medicine, and rare disease treatment. Right now, we really don't know how much we can go over there. Probably, only limit. And monetization strategy would be licensing IP, partnership with biotech firms, and direct to consumer genetic screening. Next one is rapid diagnostic platforms. Here the market size is forecasted to exceed 35 billion by 2030, growing at nearly 15% CAGR. So key drivers are mostly like demand for fast, high precision, effective, and scalable point of care testing, although some of the players are already there. I mean, these platforms, when we're talking about like Google DeepMind, then IBM Watson, Microsoft Nuances, and AWS healthcare platform, those are there. But we were still thinking like with the entire gamut of all these offering would be unique. So the competitive edge would be like AI enhanced diagnostic integrated with IoT and telemedicine, use of ML to predict disease progression leading to early intervention, and provide personalized diagnostic and treatment based on individual genes. Now coming to the next one, like strategy to scale to our revenue from 500 million to 1 billion in just 12 months. So what would be like aggressive partnership? We want to have B2B partnership with the hospitals, biotech firms, the pharma companies in Europe and North America, later to expand in other geographies. And currently, we are talking, we are in talking terms with some of the other companies like Cure AI for imaging and radiology diagnostic, and Deep Genomics for predictive RNA editing. Then direct to consumer AI diagnostics, those are pretty common these days. Global expansion is, first, we have a plan to expand in North America and Europe to create the economies of scale. Why? Reason being, these are matured market. In matured market, like we can cover if we enter in this market. So once we step our foot into this market, we could cover, let's say, 90 to 95% of the use cases that are present in this market. So these 90 to 95% use cases will help us to, put our footsteps into Asia and other emerging markets by 2027. Because in that way, like we can change, we can convert the economies of scale to economies of scope. So what are the different strategies? Like the first strategy is strategic acquisition and merger. Acquire AI biotech firms, early stage AI biotech firms with promising technologies like Lanit or Tempus, or in talks with startups like AI Doc, focusing on AI powered triage and detection of multiple pathologies. Partnered with gene editing startups. Here, like Beam Therapeutics, who are pioneer in base editing, or Inscripta, automated gene editing systems. Then third one, for which like we are asking 150 million from board, is that collaborate and co-develop personalized therapies with companies like Cepheid. Now they are the offshoot of Danaher Corporation, so they have like very good grip over the market on like cancer treatment and molecular diagnostics. Now, product diversification and monetization, like subscription-based platform, AI-powered drug discovery, genetic data monetization. Now, I'm not going to talk about like every product diversification and every monetization opportunities. I'll share this with the board, and then board can check. Like we actually have cumulatively exhaustively covered all the diversifications and monetizations opportunities over here. So some of them are like multi-disease diagnostic kits, integration with mobile health and wearable platforms, then AI-driven molecule design platforms, AI-integrated target discovery tools, then AI-powered genomic data interpretation platform. So it's not only creating something as well as like how we can monetize the data from all these areas, and how we can licensing the IP to get more revenues. So this is product diversification and monetization. And the next is like investment, because when we are talking about product diversification, first we need investment. So how we are going to raise the funding? It would be like 500 million in funding via IPO, or venture capital like Roche Venture, who have invested heavily in Roche, and strategic investor like Flagship Pioneering or Arch Venture Partners. Now, Arch Venture Partners, they actually invested in Moderna. So if they are going to invest in our organization, so there is a potential like we can we can share our data with Moderna, and we can have a global scale in that way. Now expand R&D and AI talent, like scale the product innovation in the areas of multimodal AI diagnostics, federated learning, explainable AI for clinical trials, so on and so forth. And the third one, this one is very important. Reason being, in this area, whenever we want to enter, there would be a lot of regulatory bodies for different geographies. So this public-private partnership, we can have a partnership with WHO, AI HealthNet, Google, Roche are already there. So if we enter into that, so it would be like AI-powered diagnostic innovation for global health, and then it will give us the necessary advertisement, like we are right now working with WHO. The next one is BARDA, like Rapid AI Diagnostic, partnership with US government. So if we are going to get into partnership with US government, this will give us an immense opportunity to get the clearance from FDA. Then Cepheid, we already have identified this organization, and we are in discussion with their top management team to invest over there. AI firms for, and then NHS AI Lab UK. So partnership with NHS. Now Google, DeepMind, IBM, Watson are already there. And this is for like AI for radiology, diagnostic and predictive analytics. Now, regulatory and compliance acceleration. So we need fast track approvals. We don't have time. Within 12 months, if we want to change the whole scenario, we need fast track approvals. Then we need to negotiate pricing with insurers and governments for the early reimbursement agreement. And finally, leverage AI in clinical trials, like shortened drug approval timelines, AI-driven predictive analytics, enhanced trial success. And we all know, like during the pandemic, I mean, we got only 5 to 7 months to come up with the vaccination. So that really needs to be shortened. Then the execution timeline. So we have a 12 months plan, like the quarterly goal. The Q1 is like product refinement, clinical validation, and regulatory fast tracking. Q2 would be strategic partnership, fundraising, and M&A activities. So with the M&A activities, definitely we need to human resource capabilities from the merger and acquisition and start the incorporation of genealogical principle. For the Q3, like it would be global expansion, AI scaling and commercialization of rapid diagnostic and periodic review of resource performance. When I'm talking about resource, definitely it is human resource as well as the platform we are talking about, like the other resources as well. Q4 is market dominance, revenue scaling and exit strategy execution if required. Now, the next one, we are going to touch upon the key risk and the mitigation strategy. The first one is the risk management, like regulatory delays, hire compliance expert and collaboration with regulators. And this is one of the things, like this public-private partnership will come very handy. Then market adoption challenge, like invest in education and marketing of AI trust building. So right now we are having different AI rules, for one for EU, one for US, and if we go to the governments or to the regulatory bodies, it would be easier for us. Then high R&D cost, we all know that secure the non-dilutive funding like grants, government contracts, etc. Then competition from tech giants, if we are getting into there, and although we know that this is the niche area, but definitely the moment we start making money, all the tech giants will start jumping into that bandwagon. Finally, if everything goes fine, we need to have certain exit strategy. Whether we can run the company in future, or we need to have a clear-cut exit strategy. The first one is acquisition by big tech of pharma, like positioning attractive acquisition target for Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Roche, or Pfizer. Then valuation, we already have thought about like 1 billion based on revenue, IP portfolio, and market penetration. The timeline would be like Q4 negotiation and final deal execution. It's all like we again can meet in Q3 and can finalize our target. Then option 2 would be IPO, like prepare an IPO on NASDAQ or NYSE to access public markets, strengthening like financial, regulatory compliance and investor relations, and valuation, multi-billion-dollar valuation based on AI-driven healthcare innovation. Because most of the time, like if we go for IPO does not, most of the time, like it is based on the emotion of the market. If they can see, okay, today the organization is 1 billion, but there is a potential that it might go to 10 billion in next 5 to 7 years. So from the IPO, probably we could generate somewhere around 3 billion to 4 billion. So it would be a very good, return for the investors. Then option 3, merger with leading healthcare innovator. So it would be, I already talked about or already touched upon. So it would be strategic merger, leverage combined R&D and potential partners. So potential partners could be Moderna, Pfizer, Illumina, large medtech firms, etc. And finally, conclusion and next steps. So immediate action like finalized agreement, funding and partnership agreement. So board, I need your support. Please give us support. Please support us to support you. Initiate clinical trials and regulatory submissions. Scale AI infrastructure for real-time diagnostic and long-term vision. Establish market leadership in AI-driven healthcare, securing a dominant share in AI diagnostic, gene editing, and personalized cancer therapies. And finally, projected outcome. End of it, we are expecting 1 billion revenue and, if required, strategic exit by year end. So with that, I'm done with my presentation. Over to you, Honorable Chairperson.
Great going, Soumya. Very well presented. Given the short time and the fact that you had a very small team, I think it is really, really well done. So would like to applaud you, Santosh and Melvin, for putting it together and for you to single-handedly taking it to the conclusion. What I really liked was the domain you had chosen. It's one of the hottest domains in today's time, and biogenetic engineering is at the forefront. This market is inviting a lot of investment. So kudos for taking it up and very well presented along with the timelines. Superb.
Thank you.
Can
Thank
we
you.
please have a round of applause for Soumya and team? And of course, Soumya single-handedly took it over. So superb. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
Great going. Great going. So now we see what leaders are doing, what they are thinking, and how they are thinking. Isn't it amazing? All right. So team number 3, let's have you on the screen. Sukesh is there. Sukesh, who is there in your team?
Yeah, the team is led by Rekha, who is the founder of the company, and supported by Satya, who is the CTO of the company, and myself, the CFO of the company.
Excellent.
Over to you, Rekha.
Thank you, sir. Hi, very good afternoon. This is Rekha. Our project is about AI powered. We are bringing a AI powered platform to secure IoT devices using cyber security. Why this is now? In this generation, everywhere, every industry, wherever you walk around the world, there is IoT devices we are using, and there's a lot of threat. So why we need AI powered platform? Very much required, especially in this generation. AI, why means AI is growing randomly and threat is happening very frequently. 1 second, I will share my PPT. Yes. Can you able to see my PPT? Hello?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Oh, 1 second. Something is wrong. 1 second. One second. Can you able to see my PPT now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And there is a lot of security crisis in this generation due to lot of threats happening in IoT devices throughout the world. So we have come up with the problems, so many problems. What are the problems is occurring and what is the revenue growth and we can achieve in next 3 years. Why IoT market is so big? It is going to be reached 1.4 trillion by 2027. And there are so much of cyber security threat. Wherever IoT devices we are using, there are so much security threats is happening. So we wanted to build AI powered platform. And why only AI power platform? Because this is the generation and there is a lack of effective solutions for this as well. One more challenge is here, regulatory compliances. We have to take care of the regulatory compliances when we are building this. We have mentioned few points here. How can we build? What are the features we can add into our platform? Those are here: AI-driven threat detection. Automatic, when we are using AI in the platform, it automatically find out the problems, or it tells whatever the situations is happening in the platform immediately to the customer, or if it is a B2B business, it will tell where we have to make it correct. And immediately incident response, immediately it tells to the customer what can be done or what is the solution can be taken ahead. Vulnerability management. Satya sir, can you take forward from here?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rekha, for giving this opportunity. Yeah, mainly in this IoT-based vulnerability management, this offers real-time vulnerability management, identifying and prioritizing the vulnerabilities, what type of vulnerabilities, and in the using AI, we can provide actionable recommendations for a remediation on the spot. For example, we can go with the vehicles or any medical emergencies. So with this vulnerability, with AI integration, we can identify on the fly and we can provide the remedies immediately. Also, scalability. This platform is designed to scale with growing number of IoT devices, supporting wide range of devices and protocols and systems. Nowadays, if you observe vehicles, it is following one type of protocol, and every organization, they are developing their customized wrapper protocols. So our application will incorporate all the protocols, and it will provide the solution to different organizations. And integrated security orchestration. This platform integrates existing security systems, providing unified view of security threats and enabling seamless integrated incident responses immediately within the span of very less span. And with the security, we can provide device level security. So we can ensure that every IoT device is protected and against cyber threats, even if network is compromised. Device level, network level, and cloud level, complete level of security we are providing in this application. And also, we are providing compliance and regulatory support. The tools and applications we are using across the world. So we need to meet the all emerging regulations and standards for IoT security to ensure compliance and reducing the risk of compliance with all EU nation, APAC, and US, all the regions we need to cover. Along with that we are providing advanced analytics and reporting. With this with the single dashboard from anywhere, we can get the information where the incidents are happening, how it is happening, and also we can get the more insight and immediately we can provide the remedies to across the world. Along with that seamless integration with existing infrastructure. Currently, there is infrastructure is there, but that is not up to the mark to the AI level. So our application will provide to support AI features, either agentic AI or RAG AI, all the features it will take and incorporate into our infrastructure. And last one is last and but not least, proactive security. Our application platform takes proactive approach to security and anticipating, preventing cyber threats before they occur. So we are simply not reacting to the incidents. We are taking the responsible and we are providing the proper resolution to the application. Yeah, thank you, Rekha. Back to you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you go to
Yeah.
next screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can continue. Yeah.
Addition to that, I would like to talk few more things. How different we are differentiating the key initiators in this app is holistic IoT security. This provides comprehensive security for IoT devices network system rather than focusing on only specific security aspect of security. And this platform, we are using machine algorithm to identify uniqueness in the product and to capture the market. Automated incident response, it has wide capabilities to inform the system where exactly the problem is occurring. Also, we are early mover advantage compared to any other industry leaders. We are early ahead in this technology. That is why has huge competition in the coming days. And also it can be patented. As the features increased, we can patent this technology and the platform, we can go ahead. And strategic partners is must to move this project into the next level with the other potential leaders. And customer adoption might be a challenge in market reach because there will be early, they were already adopted many other platforms. Using this platform maybe for them, it may be a real time. Immediately, it might be a challenge, but until we get sustainability, we have to keep on working on the different features and unique features. Financial model, business model. We have two models. One is freemium model. We will provide with basic features as a premium and subscription model as a finance model. In this subscription model, we have three types of. One is yearly plan, second is quarterly plan, and half yearly plan. I'm handing over to Shukesh sir. Hello?
Yeah, you are audible.
Hello.
Shukesh sir, can
Am I
talk?
audible? Yeah. I suggest I'll do a voiceover. There's no need to share the financial projections over here. I'll do a voiceover and will explain exactly what the financials will look like over the next few years. As what Vidya stated earlier, we intend to be a $1 billion company, revenue generated company by 2027. That's what the target is. And we have worked in terms of preparing preparing the projections. The key highlight is that we intend to raise the capital now, but eventually the product will be launched sometime late this year. However, for the purpose of projections, we have considered the income revenues getting generated from 2026 and 2027 only. In terms of our reach, we'd like to have a presence in India, but our major market is going to be the USA, EU, which is the European Union actually. We also would like to have a presence in Middle East, but the major focus will be USA and European Union, as what I said actually. In addition to the sale of the services, We would also like to we'd like to support the user in the form of by requesting them to go for the servicing offer, which is quite attractive, so that they can get a regular update and services, high-end services over a period of time. uh, that that services will be in the cost will be in the range of 10% of the sale value, which we are going to generate in 2026 and 27. Uh, if I have to purely talk from the shareholders' perspective and the investors' perspective, we are planning to raise 15 CR as the money in 2026 over the next some tranche. A tranche is required now, and another tranche will be required sometime by the end of this year. However, in terms of in terms of profitability and the return on investment, it's going to be significantly high, and for a reason for sure. The fact is, we are going to generate a revenue of over $1 billion by 2027. That will give a significant benefit to the investors who may chip in or who may provide the capital right now, but will be able to kind of generate a significant return over the next 2 years. As per our estimate, it's going to be a significantly. Uh, just a minute. Just a minute. Hold on, please. Returns to the investor is expected to be in the range of over 50 times of their investment by 2027. We have also created an ESOP pool for the senior team members. I'm not counting founders, but senior team members, which is around 2% of the cap table. Um, as just to give the comfort to the investors about the potential of this growth and of the company, of the business of the company, Rekha is putting in 85% of the capital, um, and will be contributing close to 85 lakhs rupees for this business. Satya and myself will be putting in 7.5% each from our side, which will be 7.5 lakh rupees from our side. However, we will not be taking any salary for the next 2-3 years, and to compensate us for not taking the salary, we will be subscribing to sweat equity to the extent of 1% each by Satya and myself, and Rekha will be subscribing to the extent of 3% of the cap table towards sweat equity, which means there will be no capital contribution from our side, but will be remunerated for not taking compensation from the company. So this is where the broader structure is. We feel the company's valuation will be in the range of 9,000 CR by the end of 2027, which will give significant returns to the investor for sure, and also to the senior team member or the excluding founders who will be joining and will not be being paid the normal salary. For that purpose, the amount they are also expected to generate nearly 50 times of their investment actually. Talking specifically about the cash flow, uh, we intend to incur significant setup cost initially, which is expected to be in the range of 10 to 12 CR. Hence, the fundraise is required in the first year itself. Um, However, the business cost will definitely will grow, but our revenue will also grow exponentially, and therefore it will be taken care of. The expenses will be taken care of by the revenue. Uh, this is what the numbers are. I'm not disclosing everything over here. I'm happy to share that with you in detail separately for the team to have a look at it and discuss. And but this is going to be a very interesting and exciting opportunity for the investors to participate and benefit from the AI revolution, and also our expertise in the industry, which we understand in and out. That's it from my side. Any queries on the financials? I'm happy to respond and kind of address it upfront right now.
Thank you, Sukesh, Rekha, and Satyanarayan. So, round of applause for them. They put together a good presentation, and as we go forward, we will discuss more. But yes, let's move to the next group. I think with the team of this small size and the kind of busy schedules you all are in, it was a well put together job. And every presentation is good, it comes with its own flavor. Thank you so much, Sukesh, Rekha, and Satyanarayan. Can we have the next group? Can we have the next group on the screen? And please be mindful of the time. Group 4. Group 4, where are you? Mayank, Prasad, Chirag, Anuradha,
Anybody right now?
Vijay Nand, Raidu. Okay, then let's go to group 5. Ramesh, your group. Ramesh, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me flash my screen.
All in one. The entire C-suite, single-handed. All right, Ramesh. So let us have you on the screen and let's hear what you've got to share with us.
My screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
अच्छा उस पूजा में कौन से कलर के कपड़े पहनते हैं?
Yeah. So very good afternoon, everyone. So our organization is very small. So I'm now ready to wear multiple hats here in a different C-level executives here. And today I'm here to present how to scale our business from 50 million to 1 billion in next 12 months. So the purpose is to AI-driven investment and acquisition strategy that we are going to play to scale our business. Here is a brief outline, and as I mentioned here, I'm going to play the one-man army show here, and so I'm going to cover up with the impact and on pharmaceuticals, and what kind of strategy that we are going to implement it, and what is the timeline, and every quarter what is the planning we are going to execute it. What are the risk analysis and mitigation plans to overcome? And finally, we're going to provide the recommendation to the board of directors and investors to scale the business in the next 12 months. So here is a one-man show that I'm going to play now. And so here, how it has artificial intelligence has disrupted in the pharmaceuticals. So I try to categorize into different categories like accelerating drug discovery, drug repurposing, and streamlining the clinical trials. Not only that, also scale this manufacturing capabilities and increase the efficiency as well. And other the regulatory compliance by overcoming the challenges. And finally, expand the market growth. So how it has impacted in the drug discovery. This AI, it has significantly impacted on the reduction of the timeline by 40%. So the traditional drug development process takes place around 15 years. and it costs around $3 billion for one drug candidate. And AI reduces its timeline by 40%, and the cost is reduced by up to 30%. So the repurposing of the drug candidates, now it is in a way that look at the drug candidate in a new therapeutic area. So, for example, if you look at it now, the existing drug can also use for the new therapeutic areas. You can take recently the COVID-19, the paracet is one of the potential drug candidate. So it was significantly impacted to the majority of the COVID patients. And remdesivir that can be used for the influenza in the Japanese uh, uh, human in the Japanese culture. So this has been now expanded to the globally for reduction of this COVID-19 symptoms. Not only that, aspirin and Ozempic also show the other medical uses. Other one is the clinical trials. Now the AI impacted very specifically target the specific patients, the suitable drug candidate, and manufacturing. So as in the previous overcome previously observed any the manufacturing deficiency, we can able to predict the future manufacturing process, minimize not to occur those challenges. So with that, AI shown the 90% accuracy to minimize those problems not to occur and prevent the overproduction and also shortage. And this also helped to AI also helped to avoid the bias and data privacy. So this was helped to ensure the ethical practice. So, and market growth, it has significantly improved because of the AI. And the prediction by end of this 2025, it is expected to invest to 3 billion. And globally, it is going to be increase this AI platform around 13 billion by 2032 from now $1.5 billion. So overall, so this AI is going to be revolutionizing the pharmaceuticals by accelerating innovation and enhancing this efficiency and minimizing the costs. So, however, only that we need to focusing on standardizing these regulatory challenges. Still, we need to manage it using this AI. So, what is the strategy basically that we are going to use it? So, we are going to use the traditional AI platform going to use for this accelerating the drug discovery and development process. The strategy that has been populated now to address to increase the revenue. So number one is a pharmaceutical AI platform development. It is going to occupy the major space, and other one is the strategic acquisition and partnership with the major pharmaceuticals and market position, aggressive market positioning. So what is the pharmaceutical AI platform development? Mainly, so we are going to implement the AI platform focused drug discovery development process and focus on high value therapeutic areas. For example, oncology. It is going to be now occurring globally. High value therapeutic area and which is mostly the novel therapeutic area. So in leveraging these AI capabilities, decrease the timelines. Obviously, this is going to be now significantly reduce the cost. So we are targeting to reduce the timelines by up to 50%. And strategic activation with the new companies, new startups, and strategic partnership with the global top 10 innovative companies, and license proprietary AI technology to generate immediate revenue. So there are startup companies who can focus on the shortcoming revenue generation, where you can generate the revenue. And moreover, in the market positioning, we are going to focus on the high growth therapeutic area and focus on the only 5 to 7 potential drug candidates. And so AI identified compounds with the market potential exceeding the $10 billion. So when we focus on this high potential drug candidate, that indirectly will expect to meet the exceeding the $10 billion. That was our target. So this is the financial projection. AI platform licensing around 100 to 150 million, and start with the strategic partnership agreement around 200 to 300 million, and early stage compound licensing with 150 to 200 million, and equity value proportion through acquisition strategy. So it is going to be major. So this is the timeline part. For every quarter, this is the initiative that we have taken into the account. In the first quarter, develop the AI platform team and identify the startup for the acquisition part. And the other one is to maintain the strategic partnership with the major companies, and develop the proprietary AI algorithm in the first quarter itself. I'm moving to the second quarter. So complete first round of strategic acquisition first, and again launch the beta version of AI platform, and secure the first major pharmaceutical partnership. This will give the confidence to the investors. The third quarter, so we are going to expand the AI platform capabilities and announce first major drug candidate discovery from the AI platform development, and initiate the series of funding from the strategic investors. The last final quarter, complete the additional acquisitions, strengthen our product portfolio. So we are targeting to focus at least 5 to 7 this high value therapeutic area, and so demonstrate the clinic validation of the AI identifier. So we are in a position to go for the filing part. So once you are done with it, and position company for the IPO and or the strategic acquisition. So here is a risk analysis that we are projecting here. Technical risk, market risk, and financial risk mitigation strategies that I have already populated here. And technical risk, AI platform development challenges and data quality issues that we have to have the technical team. And market risks, so regulatory hurdles, competitive pressures, and marketing timing. And coming to the financial risk, again, cash flow management, acquisition integration costs, and the mitigation plan. So spread investment across multiple high growth sectors. So, and data-driven decision making, leverage the predictive analytics for the risk assessment. Again, regulatory compliance. So we have to ensure with the both regulation aspect and the financial aspect. And so with that, so we are in a position to recommend to our board of director and investors for this transformative potential of this AI in the pharmaceuticals. So we have to use this AI-based platform for the drug discovery, and so financial projection with the conservative and aggressive scenarios, and highlight this competitive advantage of our proprietary technology. So as I discussed, the quarter 1 to quarter 4, how we have to develop and how we have to show to the investors the development part in the quarter 3, and so clear milestone and accountability measures. So present the contingency plan for various market scenarios. So these are the recommendations we're going to propose to the board of directors, and the approval plan. So market opportunity, ROI potential, and risk management strategy. So now in the report from the quarterly, and we are also going to provide the monthly performance report to track the progress, so that investor will get the confidence. And finally, so plan for the profitable exists with the 1 billion. So in conclusion, so this is our leveraging by AI technology. This plan outlined the feasible path to achieving 1 billion in upcoming 12 months. So we are looking forward to the board of directors and investors for the approval and enable this our strategy execute plan. So over to the chairman.
Round of applause for you, Ramesh, for carrying it on your shoulders all alone and being a purely R&D person. I think this was really well done. So, lot of things that we want to do, a lot of things we want to express, but then when we are wearing multiple hats, the expression becomes very different because we are thinking from so many different perspectives. So please, round of applause for Ramesh. And over to the next team. Something which I really liked is the small amount of investment that you were requesting, and not only that, it is also the R&D part for human interventions that was so important. Lovely. Thank you so much, Ramesh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let's have the next group. Where are you? Group number Nagraju, you're there. So who's there with Nagraju in his team?
Arun.
Hi, Arun. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Who else? That's it?
Lokeshwar.
Lokeshwar.
All right. Lokeshwar, can we have you on the screen too? Great. I love your backgrounds. Executive presence.
Okay, let me get started. Hello, everyone. Roti kapda makan, without which we cannot survive. In present day, even after pandemic, we all realized travel is the most important thing to lead the life in a best way. So today I would like to share about our transformation journey about WingsX. Before that, let me give you two scenarios. Suppose you are sending your age-old parent who not traveled a long distance, unknown territory. You may have a lot of excitement, lot of anxiety, how that goes. You want to know that what is happening around every other minute, right? Similarly, like suppose you are sending your son or daughter to foreign university, wherein they don't know that entire culture. They don't know that, there are travel before, hotel, all those things, and also networking. So considering that, here our platform gonna transform the entire journey. So let me talk about one of the key quote. The best way to predict the future is created by Peter Drucker. So we are similar lines wherein WingX, we are trying to create a AI-powered business transformation plan, redefining our experiences through AI-powered personalization, hyper-personalization, and seamless integration. Our goal is to scale revenue from 500 million to 1 billion in 12 months. With me, I'm Nagaraju Siddham, CEO of the company. With me, Arun, CTO, CHRO, and Lokeshwar Rao, COO and CFO, here to present our journey. Let me move on to the next slide. WingsX, our vision, mission, core value. When it comes to vision, goal is world most innovative AI-powered travel platform. We all know OTAs. This is what we are transforming our journey to discover convenience and unforgettable moment to all the travelers. Our mission is to touch 100 million lives, provide enriching experience and effortless travel experience to everyone. Our values are customer-centric, innovation, focus, seamless integration with ecosystem, and trust and experience to all the travelers. Moving on, company overview. Let me talk a bit about the company. We have established in 2016. We are almost, I would say, close to 8 to 9 years. A leading OTA platform in India with 500 millions of annual revenue. We are clocking as of now. And when it comes to valuation, we are 3 billion valuation considering our strong presence in the industry and growth sector market sentiments. And look at that. Our customer base is 20 million users. India, 1.4 billion population. And you know what? we are only 2.5 penetration into OTA market, which is close to 35 million, out of which we captured 60% of it as of now. And beyond that, transformation focus. We are again looking forward, AI-driven customer experiences, agentic force, agentic AI, and even predict analytics. And our goal is to scale our revenue from 500 million to 1 billion in 12 months. And not just with AI, chatbots, predictive analytics, not only that, we are venturing into health tourism, sports tourism, education tourism, and spiritual tourism. Beyond that, adventure tourism also. And we provide our special services, which is senior special care services as well. So we are not just scaling a travel, we are providing, redefining the travel experience, and join us in shaping the future and travel technology. Let me move on to the problem statements. AI disruptions. Every industry, as you know, customer churn. Nobody is the exception to this. Lack of personalization. So limited integration of adjacent industries, health, education, pilgrimage. In current OTA platform, this is lagging. Beyond that, adventures and limited integration with NBFC, non-finance banking corporations as well. Tell me about OTA platform where they give EMIs, loans to fund your travel. Hardly you find it. You won't find it. Beyond that, we also have integrating a travel bloggers as part of our current platform as well. And competitive pressure is also so much high. We are working towards addressing those. And you know what? India is such a market, beyond India, even global market, which is having unorganized sector where local hotels, lodgings, transportation, many more, right? As it is a diverse country. So our platform would address that as well. So you can see that AI disruption solutions here, right from agentic AI to generative AI, automated itinerary creation. When the travel is getting disruption, all those things we are addressing as part of this particular platform. So you know what? Let's look at market size. Overall, if you really look at the global travel market, 10 trillion market, 10 trillion, imagine. Look at India market, 75 billion market, and OTA is just chunk of it. And global market is, travel market is growing at a 7% CAGR. India market is growing at a 10%, 10.5% CAGR. The reason is our penetration is only 2.5 in OTA market. When you look at the countries like US, Canada, Germany, other countries, China, the 20% penetration is there in OTA market. But India, look at the potential here, 2.5%. We can easily scale, right? So what we are trying to do here is, as of now, health, sports, spiritual, education, adventurous, specialty care, all those things we are trying to integrate. There's a huge potential. Imagine we give a solution which is an integrated solution, then how our growth should be. So execution is key for this. To take it forward, our CTO would talk about our AI integration plan here. Over to you, Arun.
Thanks, Nag. So, good evening to everyone. And just as per our thing, right? Fully, it is a tech-driven product strategy, and I'm going to take this as a very good opportunity for us because we are having a AI-driven. We are using AI as a major tool for our technology, and it will disrupt and dominate the global travel market. We are building a data-driven ecosystem that integrates AI, ML, blockchain, and predictive analysis to enhance personalization, optimize pricing, and ensure secure, fraud-free transactions. Our dynamic pricing algorithms will maximize revenues and conversion rates. We are also offering super apps with integrated multimodal travel booking, AI-based itinerary planning, e-wallet, and BNPL, buy now, pay later integration for seamless user experience. And we were also planning to have a 24/7 AI chatbots, voice assistants to redefine customer engagement. We can move to next slide. We are also launching augmented reality travel guides, digital content services for immersive travel experiences. With respect to airlines, we are integrating a strategic partnership with airlines like Garuda Airlines, Indigo, and similarly hotels, ITC, are big hotels, all hotels, railways, road transport, NFBC institutions, and insurance providers to create a holistic travel solution. We are also tapping a high growth segment by having 5 pillars, right? Pilgrimage, student travel, medical tourism, yoga, and adventure travel. So we will be aligning with those partners also to execute that in a strategic way. This is how we are planning to have a 1 million revenue in first year. And we are driven by scalable AI automation, strategic partnership, and global market penetration. Over to COO Lokeshwar.
Thank you, Nagraj, and thank you, Arun, for giving the information. So now we have a vision and we have the technology. So, but the great vision is nothing without any execution. So at Winax Insights, we don't have just an idea, but we have a step-by-step execution roadmap that will scale from $500 million to 1 billion in 12 months. So the scaling, so our plan is structured across 4 phases. In first phase, in the Q1, so we launched all the AI-powered pricing and also integrating with the tie-ups with the AI startup companies to excel the growth, and also BMPL solutions by integrating with the fintech technologies, and partnering with the BMPL fintech solutions, and expanding the into the pilgrimage and spiritual travel offerings also. So in the second phase, in the Q2, so we enter into the we enter in different international markets and automate the fraud detection solution in the using the AI, and also we scale this other areas like sports and tourism. And by Q3, so we expand into our travel areas into corporate and also the students, and we launch our super app. So in the Q phase, so we prepare for a IPO and roll out for the AI-based metaverse travel experience. So, and we have also seen that there are a lot of risk along with everything. So to mitigate all this risk, we employ AI-driven demand supply forecasting and also reducing the volatility in the pricing. So our AI-based fraud detection ensures that 40% of reduction in the financial risks, and also the strategic partnership with key travel players that allow the faster scaling without infrastructure overload, without any infrastructure overload. So to mitigate all the mitigating all the customer acquisition cost that increases by using the AI-driven hyper personalization and retention. And also we invest a lot of operational optimizations, like by upskilling our workforce for seamless AI adoption. So we have a clear, actionable roadmap to achieve exponential growth while mitigating the risks intelligently. So to execute this, so we need to have a world-class workforce. So let's discuss our HR and partnership strategy with CHRO Arun. Over to you, Arun.
Thank you, Lokeshwar. So with respect to our mantra is our people is our asset. Okay, so with a good people, technology, and process, we can able to execute the whatever the vision into a great mission. So in that, our HR strategy would be having a good talent acquisition team, and we will be ensure uh, diversified people as we are going into global market also. So we will be having a diversified work employees, and they will be innovation will be our first thing, and we also have a mm, in a customer centric approach. That is, a multilingual support will be provided, and innovation would be the first place. And we will be reimagining employee experiences. We will be try to retain the employees as much as possible to providing the good environment to work. And with respect to we have to have a good relationship as it is a ITO, right? It needs a good relationship with airlines, hotels, finance institution, government policies. All these we will be having we will have a good legal team, and we will be working with each entities, and we will come up with a good third party vendor agreement with a clearly defined business process and all those things with SLAs, so that process will be in a place which will improve the customer experiences. As part of corporate social responsibility, we will be providing a discounted pilgrimage for elderly people as part of our commitment to social impact and inclusive travel experiences. So this is with respect to giving back to society. We will provide a discounted pilgrimage visits to elderly people, so that they can have a benefit on that, and they can enjoy the tour with a good experience. Now we can just transfer to CO. Yeah. CFO.
Yeah, thank you. So for financial projection, so growth plan. So the growth without any financial discipline is just a gamble, nothing. So at WingX, we have structured a data-driven and financial plan, and we are scaling the revenue from 500 million to the 1 billion in 12 months, with projections of reaching $3 billion in 3 years and $5 billion in 5 billion in 5 years. So our funds requirement. Okay. So our fund requirements amount is 150 million. So this funding is allocated towards AI and technology, and 40 millions in AI and technology development, and 50 millions in the fintech expansions, and 30 millions in the marketing, and $20 million in the market expansion, and of course 10 millions in the workforce and operations. So we also plan integrate with the urban air mobility and also sustainable electrical vehicles, and increase the customer base and global market expansion in the 5 years. So the investor so the 150 investments, like the cost saving of $50 million from AI-led automation and fintech integration, and the marketing ROI improves by 30% with AI-driven hyper targeting. So the investors can expect 5 times of ROI within 3 to 5 years, with an IPO planned in 2027, targeting a $10 billion valuation. So our AI-driven marketing will ensure rapid adoption. So over to Mr. Nag.
Thank you, Lokeshwar, for a wonderful presentation and giving that CFO financial aspects. Before I get into the marketing strategy, let me play a short video, which hope you're able to hear me.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Are you ready to explore the world like never before? I want to introduce you to Wings X, the future of travel. Imagine having a personal travel assistant available 24/7 right at your fingertips. With agentic AI, Wings X anticipates your every need, making travel planning seamless and stress-free. From booking flights and hotels to finding the best local restaurants and attractions, Wings X has got you covered. Picture this. You're on a health tourism trip, rejuvenating in a serene wellness retreat. Or maybe you're a student, exploring educational opportunities abroad. Perhaps you're a spiritual seeker, on a journey to find inner peace. Or a sports enthusiast, chasing the thrill of adventure. With Wings X, every journey is perfectly tailored just for you, but that's not all. Wings X goes beyond just booking. Our agentic AI offers real-time disruption management, ensuring you have alternate plans ready when things don't go as expected. Plus, with our buy now, pay later, and EMI facilities, your dream trip is always within reach. We're committed to making travel inclusive and sustainable. That's why we offer discounted services for seniors and focus on wellness travel. And in the near future, we're integrating urban air mobility with electric aircrafts to take your travel experience to new heights. Wings X is more than just an OTA platform. It's your travel companion, your guide, your problem solver. Join us on this journey and discover a world of possibilities. So whether you're planning your next big adventure or seeking a peaceful retreat, let Wings X take you there. Download the Wings X app today and experience travel like never before. Wings X, your journey winged by AI. Thanks for tuning in. Happy travels, everyone.
So I see a lot of smiles in the room. Esteemed board of directors, venture capitalists, investors. So let me touch upon investment opportunity here. $150 million investment fund for AI transformation, market expansion. You get a 2x revenue growth. And currently we are at a $3 billion valuation. $1 billion, we are scaling up from 500 million to 1 billion revenue in 1 year of time. Imagine a valuation from $3 billion to $6 billion valuation. And towards the end of 3 to 5 years, we are going to give a 5x valuation with post AI adoption and global expansion. So join our journey, looking forward. And thank you so much, everyone. And here we are. Let's connect here, post this meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Very well put together. And that video was killer. It would have sealed the deal had you just shared the video in the beginning and put your pitch across. Very well done. I think it was overall a great experience seeing integrated logos and backgrounds and the executive presence, the way you conducted the entire show, including diversity and inclusion and sustainability as an approach towards your growth. Superb. Congratulations. Let's move to the next team and then we'll come back to dissecting every team.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, our leaders. And thanks, Anjali. We were kind of keeping the suspense. That's the reason we were not discussing in that group. Thank you.
Super.
Went on mute, ma'am.
Sorry. Next team, can we please have you on the screen?
Hello, ma'am. That would be me and Manikam.
Manikam, Naveen, who else?
Just two.
Only both of us. Is Gaurav?
All right. Let's take the show on the road.
Sure, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen. Good evening, everyone. Ma'am, is my audio clear?
Yes, perfect, perfect.
Thank you. Okay, so this is what we have been designed our business transformation strategy in the healthcare segment. Now, when we have been thought about, what would be the name of our organizations, we didn't find a better name than this, what you have been seeing here. Now, this is the name which strike us on us, and I am Manikam. functioning as CEO, CFO, and I also take care of the marketing as well. And I have Naveen here positioning himself as CTO, CO, and CHRO. Now, the first thing, when we had heard that, okay, this is what we supposed to do it, and that's also in 12 months of time, 500 million is ours. And by next 1 year, we supposed to make it to 1 billion. But how? That's the biggest question what we have been having. I have always seen in the mind, especially the frontline salespeople, who always be worried, or there is a fear or a question in terms of volatility. And there is also a self-doubt as well. And every time we have seen where the leaders will always be pushing, but the frontline teams will always be pushing backward that no, it is not possible. There is no way that it is possible to make it. So it is not going to make it in the near and here one. Now, the similar mindset, the similar strategy where we were also having initially the doubt. How is it going to possible? Where are we? Then we did some of the search. We took some of the help. We also searched in the net how we can do it and where there is a potential to do it. But surprisingly, we have found an element that yes, it is possible to do it. And we will have to put ourselves by doing some of the things, some key takeaways, and that's how we will be able to make it doing it. Now, that we sit together, because we know that in the outside world, it's a completely under VUCA. You already know the volatile, the uncertainty, and the complex, and it is very difficult. And it's no wonder that we are also into the similar mindset. Now, when we sit together, we identified a plan, we made a list, we made a roadmap, and that's how we come back with the plan of FTC. Now, how are we going to achieve? Now, if we are right in the same month, March, where, as I already mentioned that, it was 500 million. Now we supposed to make it double, which means that month on month, we are somewhere around the 42 to 44 million that we have been doing it on a revenue piece. Now, this is what the plan we made it, where it is going to give us in the next 12 months, month on month, and it's just a matter of 10% growth we will be able to achieve in 12 months. Now, 10%, when we calculated that, okay, 42 to 43, from 42, 43, bringing it to 47 is not a big deal. But when we look at the, 500 to 1000, we had a self-doubt, even our own selves as well. But to break it, we made a plan, and that's how this steps kind of a picture is giving you the confidence that every month, this is what we are going to achieve. Now, from where we will be getting this, the whole journey is from this marketing funnel. When we look at our existing funnel, out of the whole funnel list, 120% are there at the top of the funnel, especially in our marketing segment, and it comes under the attracting section. Now, from that 120%, we filtered it out, and it is reaching around 80% are there at the second category. And then 60% are there in the conversion stage, and 40% we know that we will be getting the order and that we only have to execute it in the coming quarter. Our main revenue comes from three different segments. MedTech devices, where the biggest and the capital expenditures are going to happen in the healthcare segments, either it is in the laboratory or in the hospitals. Now, the second thing is on the consumables. Small consumables, the value are very less, but the volumes are huge. That's from the consumables business. And the third category is in the pharma automation. The reason, this is one of the niche category where India is currently ready for this opportunity, and so far it is not yet reached at the multiple segments. And this is where our go-to target. For the rest, we supposed to do it in the upcoming years as well. Now, with that, The next one, I would request Naveen to take care of it further. Naveen, please.
Sure, thank you. I'll just take over the screen as well, just to help with my presentation. All right, thank you, Manikam, for actually, setting the foundations of where we are heading with regard to the organization. So with that, I would also like to, bring to attention to the board itself that during our 2024 vision meeting, if you remember, we had set aside significant amount of investment for our research and development that too focused on AI. Now, what we have been doing in the last 1 year is trying to understand the different models that we could apply and what are the avenues of growth that we can employ going forward for our 2025 vision. And I'm happy to announce that we now have, definitive models that we have either built or partnered with some of the leading industry giants in order to build some of the new products when it comes to preliminary diagnosis, clinical trial equipments, and automated image diagnosis. Now, with that, I would also like to bring to the attention of the board that we have got approvals, regulatory and the required privacy approvals for our 3 product offerings when it comes to the diagnosis, clinical trial, and automated image diagnosis product offerings, which are one of the core business areas when it comes to our medical equipments, that to the capital equipments, which we deliver to our clinical trial partners, we deliver to our lab partners, as well as to our hospital partners. Now, while we do all this, while we focus on AI, the modeling, trying to churn out the predictive analytics, the predictive analysis, trying to understand protein binding, try to understand, what are the kind of results and diagnosis we could come up with. Some of the important challenges do lie in the red tapes. And that is where our focus during 2024 has been around making sure that we build our systems, we build our partnerships, we build our data centers, we focus our immediate IT needs towards ensuring that we get the required compliance approvals. And as I mentioned, some of the compliance approvals, some of the compliance approvals are already received, some of the compliance approvals are on the way. While we focus on the legal aspects of it, we have not forgotten the ethical aspects of it. When it comes to bias, when it comes to privacy, when it comes to transparency, we will be able to be in a position to prove when it comes to the regulatory authorities or any kind of national or international bodies to ensure that the privacy of patient is never being compromised. So this is an example of our labs and clinical trial research that we are conducting using AI. As you can see, we are using machine learning models in order to understand protein-related information. That it could be either harmful sequences, which could be cancerous in nature. It could be with regard to how the drug is actually able to be consumed by the patient and how is it reacting to a situation with regard to peptide binding. It could be using deep learning and molecular dynamics to understand whether the situation of the patients is actually improving. It could be with regard to toxicity. What is the amount of toxic materials that are present in the blood levels or any kind of tests that are being performed against a patient. Or it could be with regard to protein folding or stable customized protein, which are being inserted during the clinical trials. So these have been some of the focus areas when it comes to pilots that we have been conducting for the last 3 to 4 months. Going on to the next slide. Here, I would like to bring board's attention to some of the results that we are seeing in the image diagnosis space. I would like to bring your attention towards the CT scans that are conducted, with regard to candidate A and B. So what you see here is that candidate A is a typical CT scan that is conducted, and for a rather untrained eye, it might seem to be a usual, brain CT scan. But what we fail to see here is that there are area of hemorrhages, which the AI has identified with color in red. Now, this could be faint in nature, but our AI models have been able to detect some of these levels of brain hemorrhages, during the CT scan and provide them in the diagnosis reports as well. Same thing here. These are the non-enhanced CT superimposed with AI detected, stroke-related, some of the diagnosis, and it was able to detect some of the areas that have been damaged during early stroke. Now, when it comes to some of our products are not just built for diagnosis. We are also focusing on the initial assessment and detection, and this is where our partnership really comes into picture because when it comes to AI and our models, we have partnered with some of the best in the industry, which is the Health AI, which is a Google product which focuses on health and some of this peptide and protein and CT scan and radiology based detections. We can also, some of our products are able to do initial assessment and also look for, estimate chances of patient stroke. Similarly, imaging biomarkers. We already discussed about diagnosis. There are also reports that are generated which are focused on treatment planning and execution. Now, these are, built keeping the human in the loop, which is nothing but the doctors and nurses, and also post-treatment management and monitoring. Moving on. All right, to summarize our AI strategy, considering that this is going to be a vital and the pivotal area that our company is going to focus on, our 2024 was purely focused towards making sure that we take the right steps in building the right foundation. We are now making sure that we deliver products in 2025 in large scale. Remember, our pilots are already out. They are already deployed on some of our close partners, be it labs or be it hospitals. But now we are going large scale. We are now taking all the factors into consideration. Finally, the ops part, we have our GTM team as well as our field team ready when it comes to user training and support. We're monitoring all our equipments and trying to understand how it interoperates with some of the existing hardware and software that exists within our partner ecosystem. And obviously the contract side of things as well. Just to give you a glimpse of IT architecture being in CTO, as I had mentioned, we have a partnership with Google, and we are using Google Cloud for most of this. For this partnership, we also had to make sure that Google builds the data centers within India in order to support some of our products. We are using, some of the Google Cloud storage. When it comes to Harmonize, we are using some of the longitudinal FHIR record. We are using Gemini foundational models. And above, you see some of the use cases that we are trying to build and some of them which we have. All right. Now, wearing my other hat of a CEO, what would be our operating strategy? And these are some of the main areas that we are focusing on when it comes to our 2025 plan. One is AI and automation integration. We are not just looking at products when it comes to taking up AI within the company and our strategy. We are making sure that we are able to bring it to our manufacturing business as well. Considering that a lot of our manufacturing business is focused on consumables, the high volume consumables, we are trying to reduce the human footprint in our floors, manufacturing floors by about 40% by including robots in the entire manufacturing lines. We also have SWAT teams that are currently being identified in all our departments. It could be supply chain, it could be fulfillment, in order to understand what aspects really do not require difficult decisions involved and which could be taken up using some of our the latest AI softwares. Our focus still remains R&D just like 2024, and we plan to increase it much more, considering that we would have a pivotal edge in 2025 with regard to our competitors in deploying some of these AI products. And definitely we are training employees, vendors, and channel partners and letting them know what is coming in the pipeline. These are the different teams who are currently being empowered with all the information regarding the AI. It could be the engineering teams who are actually working and building these AI products. It could be the sales team who are being trained on a very regular basis so that they understand the intricacies of what AI brings into the picture and how accurate these predictions actually are. Our marketing teams definitely, and legal and compliance team, the same kind of importance that we will eventually keep striving for going forward. Operating model, we are going to scale our IT infrastructure as well and the cloud partnerships so that we can churn out much more data. Our cybersecurity partnership, this is much more important in the AI space, considering we are dealing with very, very critical data here. Definitely our go-to-market and the market activation, which Manikam is going to talk about. Now, when it comes to market expansion, since we have been primarily focused on North India, now I'm happy to announce that within South India, we now have partnership with about 809 Tier City 1 labs. We also have partnership with Vinamed, which is a leading manufacturer of medical technology products in Vietnam. We are currently operating in a licensing model, wherein some of our products of 2023, 2024, have been, there is a technology transfer and they are currently building those products and, supplying them in the Vietnam market. We also have close collaboration when it comes to the AI space with Bocart Limited, which is a leading hospital chain. And definitely we are focusing on the B2C chains as well when it comes to our consumer business. Now, coming on to my CHRO hat, AI is there, AI is going to be there. But ultimately, we feel that employees still are our important assets. And that's why we are going to be focusing on upskilling and reskilling. Some of the important processes, we are going to include AI in the loop and human in the loop, the quality checks, the supply chains. We are still focused on the employee well-being. We definitely want to make sure that employees do not feel, intimidated due to the new driven approach that the management is taking towards AI. And we are trying to make sure that we engage them, we take their feedback, we provide personalized learning and development when it comes to each and every employee. Our talent acquisition definitely has seen a shift. We are more focused on AI practitioners, data scientists, predictive analysts, robotics, change managers, and stuff like that. And with that, I would like to pass it to Manikam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Naveen. Okay, now here is an important one. Now, we know that we will be manufacturing here. Now, we had also explored the market where we will be able to export it to utilize the functions. Okay, now what we have been asking here is 200 million investment from all of you. There are 4 key pillars where we have already chosen that. One, acquisition, and this acquisition is only for the place where robotics is not our current scenario, but the rest all we have it already in place. Number 2, to expand it on our manufacturing, where we will be utilizing the low-cost manufacturing, which is our strength, and we will be able to export it to the Western countries. We'll be able to leverage the high cost. 3, we will be able to get the people to develop the people, and we need more feet on the ground so that more sale to come. And we will also be developing our own internal team to mitigate the retention. Now, the 4th one is, as Naveen had already mentioned, that our R&D pipeline based on our marketing strategy is well in place. So these are the 4 pillars where these 200 million investments are currently going. And in next 12 months, we are able to make it to 1 billion. Now, just post this call, you can tell me and I'll be able to share our banking details so that you'll be able to transfer 100 million for this month, and by next month, another 100 million. Now, we are also giving you an option that in the first slide where I had already mentioned that, FTC Healthcare Private Limited, you have an option to become a public. Now, that it is up to you to decide either you wanted to have an exit strategy or not, or even if it is not there, we will still be able to go into that IPO mode. I initially thought while making this slide that this is going to be the better idea, but I have seen that there are a lot of other greater minds also taking the similar route of going into an IPO. And it is good. We will still be able to get this path and to become, there are more funds available where we will still be able to leverage and achieve a greater insights. Now, with that in mind, with your support, we will still be able to make it happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Naveen and Manikam. Very well put together. And of course, you just gave me a new place to explore in the healthcare domain. So, all right. So, jokes apart, very well put together. And of course, you've explored every possible part of the healthcare system where you can make inroads and where you will be also putting the investments in. Now, I think this was the final group. Uh, can we have a round of applause for these gentlemen who've carried both the mantles like the rest of the teams alone on their shoulders? Kudos to you again. So let's discuss.
Sure. Thank you.
Overall, which all groups does everyone feel did the best? And why? Which groups did the best and why? Who wants to go first?
Everyone feels they did the best.
Nice. Good. So, no doubt, all of you have put together time, energy, effort into putting it all together. It has also required you thinking a little out of the box. Would you like to share your experience about the making of this presentation? By the way, we will not be sharing the results today. We want to do a very deep analysis, and then, yes, the winning team will be announced. Rather, the winning and runner-up team, both will be announced. But I want to know what triggered certain mind thoughts, processes, certain things that they kind of triggered you to think out of the box, cliche term, or certain things that triggered an idea. Oh, this is something that can be done. Something which also gave you a reality check. Would anyone like to share? Yes, Naveen.
To start with, I definitely wanted to pick a space where I've never had any exposure to. I wanted to definitely, expose myself to something new and learn something new. And that's how we picked up the healthcare. Fortunately, Manikam is in that space, so it sort of helped us in that way as well, for me, my understanding. But whenever we start preparing a particular slide and whenever we go through the detail, it was becoming much more easier for us to understand where we are going to be questioned. What are the areas make sense, do not make sense? If I build this, is it really going to help me or my competition? Or is it going to really help my channel partners? I'm starting to think in ways beyond just me. And at no point of time, I don't think I have been thinking about me as a person or me as a CTO. I've been only focused on organization. Okay, these are the things that we are doing. Do you think we are going to get more revenue? Do you think we are going to get more margins? What is the risk that we are taking? What are the partnerships we are building? Oh, we did not think about acquisition. Let us think about that angle. So it was fun. And to share an experience, I used to do this in the mornings, like 8 o'clock. I've been traveling a lot as well. So sometimes, in the mornings, I used to pick it up. And I never used to realize how time went. I was, trying to bring this, this is the plan I'm going to put up, this is the image. And when I get to all together, just 2, 3 slides used to take 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And I just realized, okay, I need to log into work, stuff like that. So it's been completely fun. It has been a new way of thinking and approaching things. And I believe it's a true evolution of me from just being me to me being a leader. And I think that has really opened new avenues of thinking for me personally.
Wonderful. Mission accomplished. That's what the intent was in the end. Thank you so much for sharing, Naveen, and very valuable insights, because you were trying to do it in the morning, and then when you got back to work, what happened? Did you try to integrate your real life work with some of these thought processes?
Yes, so in my work also I work it through presentations, and I definitely work with customers, and I try to see these are the areas probably I did not try to think about when it comes to presentation and stuff like that. I probably need to include it. My operation strategy did not have this. Sure, probably should bring this up. So somewhere it definitely comes up. Yes.
Super. Thank you so much for sharing once again.
Sure. Thank you.
Let's hear from you, Ramesh.
Yeah, ma'am. So first of all, yeah, thank you for this opportunity, because our mindset is completely limited to only the delivery part in R&D. But with this presentation, no, we just got to connect with the senior level, the thought process. So how they can able to see the things that can be scale up. So with this presentation, we could able to connect those leaders' thought process and what are the gaps that we have at this moment. And day to day work on this presentation, I think so. I know our eyes are open up where we need to work on to really reach that C level executive position, and more importantly, so this as R&D, no, we never used to focus on the number game. So with this, so the number game, I got to know pretty much clear how to frame it, to multiply it, and coming to the acquisition and strategic partnership with the new innovators. These are the completely very good to learn from this presentation particularly. So overall, I really uplift my confidence level this presentation, ma'am, and taking a lead in this presentation made me to learn different aspects. Thank you for the
Wonderful,
opportunity.
wonderful, wonderful. You mentioned a word, multiply, right? So that is what companies look for. They look for multipliers. Did anyway resume pop in the picture? Resume formatting. Did anywhere the resume formatting cross your mind? That's a very important thing to do when you were
Yes,
designing this case.
exactly,
Did you
exactly.
think of resume, or did
Yeah,
you were thinking of big things?
yeah. I would also completely transform all the bullet points into this number after this presentation. Each bullet
So
point is connected to the number.
exactly. Now, not only that, leaders don't really need to design a resume in the end. Leaders need to just put the value they can create on probably the LinkedIn profile and talk about it so that the right kind of people find them. Super job, Ramesh. And once again, kudos for carrying it alone on your shoulders.
Thank you. Thank
Rohit, let's hear from you.
Super, super experience, ma'am. I mean, it's a thought-provoking exercise. So far, I feel being at this position in my organization, I haven't had a chance to do this strategic presentation, all been around execution, right? So it made me and Amit to sit together and think holistically, like you do not miss out even a small dimension. So, and we gave it a structure, looked at the bigger picture. What is today's problem? This is how we will start with. Then we come to AI as a solutioning, and solution is not enough. How it translates into revenue growth. And with this, we cannot forego or negate the risk element, how we mitigate the risk potential, and then eventually not forgetting about the people, the employees, well-being, and how we brand ourselves in the market. So this was our holistic approach, and that's how we came up with. But kudos to Naveen, because this was my thought that I would choose that industry where I'm not comfortable with. So thereby I get some exposure. But I think I felt little vulnerable when I chose some other industry, but then I decided let's pick this being the first time, let's pick what I'm comfortable at and confident in. So I chose this financial services. But overall, very great experience delivering this strategy. No regrets of not having a large team. Even I feel it's a regret for those who have missed this. And key takeaways, I mean, looking at the enterprise level growth strategic initiatives, idea was simple. Our idea was very simple, looking at regulatory constraints and then the client demand, etc. But I think the vibrant business case which Amit and I presented must have made a mark or lasting impact beyond the content, the communication, the timing, the uh, the smooth transitioning between me and himself between the slides. It was, I feel, was remarkable. But rest is your judgment. And crisis management, another thing. Till last night, we had three presenters. But 2 hours before the meeting, one backed out for some reasons. So not to judge anyone, but it was the case. Became a challenging for both of us to pick two multiple roles, but somehow we were able to cope up and take on multiple role to cover where our expertise even does not lie. So, but I think overall it worked well as a team, and hopefully we delivered to the best of our capabilities. Rest is your
Well said, Rohit. See,
decision.
I think it is not about the decision. It is about how we force ourselves to be a little uncomfortable here and learn new things. So it is very easy to go and execute work and feel that it is some fantastic business plan that gets noticed. Fortunately, it is the simple things that get noticed and create value. Complexity, we feel people who are doing complex work are more intelligent than us. But in real time, it is the simple solutions that take companies forward. Bottom line. And kudos to both of you for the last moment shift when one person backed out. That is what happens in real life. Your top boss needs to present, he's come down with a fever, and well, somebody needs to do it.
These are team dynamics. We have to live
Yes.
with it. Yeah.
Yes. Super. Thank you so much for sharing, Rohit.
Thank you.
Lokeshwar, let us have you on the screen. You've been missing for a long time, but I'm so happy you are back in action.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for this giving the opportunity. Actually, I joined the team a little bit late. It's still a lot of work has been already done by Mr. Nagaraj and my team members, Arun. So they're looking for some other portfolio. But initially, I thought of like taking it as a CTO role or COO role, but those two are already taken care. So I just wanted to try my hand into the financial role. So I just did my work as part of the project and come up with all the figures. And then Nagaraj had beautifully presented in the presentation. So we did a practice couple of times before couple of hours. But still the last moment, because as I don't have much, not only the work, how much work we have done, the presentation is important. In that particular slot of time and slide, what we delivered will give the result. So that part, I think, I just did a small mistake, covering not much one slide, but this is a learning experience. So how important, how focus should be there while presenting. So how it will impact other companies. If it is really happened in the real scenario, that will impact our organization. So I understood the importance of the presenting, articulating the as you always said that articulation is very important. So how this articulation is important. Now when I experience it, I came to know. So still it's a learning experience. So I will implement it and make sure.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing, Lokeshwar. You came in late, but still, it is also nice that the other two members who had already done a lot of the work included you in their team with open arms, and they gave you a part to play, and you played it well as well. So great collaboration all around. Kudos, Arun and Nagaraju. Again, you are great people, and no doubt about it. Every single time when you execute something, the way you connect humanity with your work is superbly amazing. Thank you, Lokeshwar. And let us get Rekha on the screen. Yes, Rekha. Rekha, a lot of your business questions got answered today or not? They did? Real time? I'm happy for that. What would you like to share?
I'm so happy for participating in this pitch deck, and actually within a short period of time, me and Sukesh sir and Satyaji sir worked on this project. When we were thinking on the unique product and it should scale, it should be $1 billion company. I was thinking market captivation, shares, different directors, technology, because from 5 years I was juggling, failing. So many things were there. And actually, I'm very grateful to Sukesh sir as well as Satya sir, because from the real entrepreneur, how they grow. Yesterday, when we were sitting and discussing about the unique ideas, really exactly how exactly it happens, everything they were explaining me. I was wondering, really, it is, I just enjoyed it. And when it comes to PPT, we did not prepare well because I had in my mind, because my other partner had already gone for a pitching, and he used to tell me always, he had met already 25 to 30 investors. He used to tell always, Rekha, a slide you should only have 5 slides. Why, what, how, what is the numbers? And investor will look into numbers. Always he used to say that. When Sukesh sir was planning about that, when I gave the unique idea, he created within a half an hour, he gave me that mind map. Rekha, see, this one. Technology part, you have to tell me, but figures I will give you. So when we looked into that numbers, we were so happy, and there is a challenge, and there is so many things to learn, but really a great answer this day, and all of them did well. I'm so much happy for this day, ma'am. Thank you so much for this experience.
Wonderful, Rekha. Wonderful. And I'm happy you could make it to attend it. Otherwise, see, a lot of knowledge is there among the community members. Each and every person here is a gem in their own right. You are a gem in your own right. But sometimes the perspective is missing. When we sit and brainstorm together, we also get to know what other people are thinking, what's going on in their minds, right? This is what networking is about. Networking is not we go somewhere and give our cards and say, hey, I'm so and so. This is the start of networking. And I'm sure all of you will add a lot of value to each other as we grow.
Really true. We will be, ma'am. It's
Right.
very nice.
Super. Thank you so much, Rekha.
Thanks.
Soumya.
Yeah, first of all, I have chosen a domain where I never worked or I do not have any idea. But it doesn't matter. I mean, initially when I started, it was not deliberate actually, because initially I wanted to identify a area where I can make a 2x revenue really in 12 years. In 12 months. So when I did some kind of research, it came out like gene editing, AI-based diagnostic platform, rapid platform technology, something like that. So initially I prepared a strawman because I have some kind of experience like how to present this. I created a strawman and then started filling with it. And then, as you said, like I handled it alone, but I don't think this is a great one because if you are at sea level, surprises will always come. So whether it is surprise or not, my job is not to complain, but to go with the wave. So that's what like I always feel. It doesn't matter if anybody is there, not they are having some problems or they are not having some problems. My job is to perform, and that is there.
Excellent. Excellent. See, when you go for your investor pitch, your investors are not going to bother who is a part of the team. Whether you were 7 people who were supposed to come and pitch or one, they are not concerned. But the way you carried it off was superb. And I was very surprised, purely, networking and technology and all that domains. From there, our Mr. Erickson person is now presenting on healthcare. So I was very surprised, but it was very well done. Very, very well done.
Thank you.
Great job, Soumya. And
Thank
kudos for carrying it alone on your shoulders.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Nagraju, let's listen from you.
So first of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for putting us, and designing this course in such a way that people like experienced people, I think the way they have to carry forward in their career, I think these are the important things, not just day-to-day execution or space in just industry, but beyond that, they, are thinking beyond that and globally, as well as thinking about the business. Really, this course is really helping. First of all, again, this especially board of directors and investors pitch, I don't think even after 25, 30 years also people would have gotten opportunity to pitch like this. So I think FTC has given that opportunity. Kudos to you and thank you so much, ma'am. That's first part of it. Second part of it, in fact, last few months, last 2 to 3 months, 2 months plus, I was traveling so much, but I never want to miss any of this. Though I was traveling, I was listening and all those things, except one session, the Wednesdays, I was sometimes I'm not able to, but I want to do without miss. That was my, it was already registered in my mind. Okay, this is a one important meeting. This is one important thing. I shouldn't miss it. So that was there, the first part. Second part is the moment we started this journey, I was thinking, okay, when I'm presenting it, it's my company. How that is what my thought process was right from the beginning, covering all the dimensions in terms of investors, in terms of people, in terms of like a technology, in terms of strategic initiatives, growth, business strategy, everything. I think we were keep thinking around, okay, what all pieces missing, risks, and how much, in fact, we were thinking, okay, how much is an equity I have to give it to the investor if they're giving 150 million. So those are all thought process we were discussing. I think it was there. So as my company, okay, when I establish how it should look like, that opportunity this particular session has gave me, and in fact my fellow members done a fantastic job. Kudos to everyone, and thank you so much once again for providing this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nagraju, for putting it so nicely across. And I love that video. So, see, simple little things, and they make such a difference. No one is going to forget that video when you show it to people. And usually people feel investor pitches all tight collared and all. But believe me, they are looking for some value in your offering. And the best part is you created value using sustainability, DE&I. You included value by extending services to the ordinary man. And though this is an extension of probably the past project you've done, but this was completely at a different level. Superb. And now we'll be doing more complex projects as we move on. See, you want to learn? The floor is open. Let's all get together every month and put something together, because that is what elevates people in the end. There are so many people who are CEOs today. And when I used to put them through these things 5 years ago, they used to say, Kya kara rahe ho? But today they actually come and they say, this changed our life. So I'm happy that all of you are taking value, and Nagraju, commendable job. You and your team, absolutely next level. Great going.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Amit, let's hear from you.
Yeah, sure. I will not take much time, and just want to say two things. One is that thanks a lot for giving this opportunity because this opportunity actually gives us a chance to think like a CEO, CXO, CTO, so that we can think and imagine what are the challenges they are facing in their real life, real world, right, in the company. So because of this project, we were able to think, and and what we are doing day-to-day basis, it is totally different what they are doing in their daily tasks. Like we are just doing, managing the project, managing the team, but they are actually managing the entire organization, which is a very, very complex task where we need to think of numbers, we need to think of revenues, profits, and overall you need to take entire team as a one team and move forward, take any decision, right decision. So because of that, I was definitely, with support of Rohit, we were able to think, act and execute it from our side, so that we can be, when opportunity comes to us in near future, definitely we have more experience, more knowledge, and we come with some preparation that will definitely going to help all of us in whenever we get a chance to work like a CXO's role. Second thing, ma'am, yes, it was very challenging to, to present in front of all the audience. It was more challenge for us to, manage the team, to come to bring the team in one platform. It was very difficult for us. I was trying for last 2 weeks to know the team can bring it. We can, participate. We can roles and play our own role. So we all will get equal opportunity. But even I did my, international call to call them whether are you joining or not. But anyway, that's all. I mean, fortunately, unfortunately, Rohit was there and he supported well, and he was the one who built the foundation. He chose in the industry. I said, yes, let's go ahead. We don't have much time. Let's see what best we can do together. If anyone comes in, we always ready to welcome them. But so in the end, as he mentioned, we were the only two. We said, okay, let's take this head. Anyway, we are going with this challenge project. Let's take one more challenge on our head. So that's the way we tried, and we tried to present well. And I appreciate all of us in the team, all the groups. They have did brilliant job from their side. They put all their efforts. Really appreciate, and thank you, ma'am, for providing this opportunity. And we are always ready for more challenges in coming days. Thank you, ma'am.
Absolutely, Amit. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective. See, you gave your best shot trying to get people on the common platform. If they are not willing to learn, we can't do much. So you get a better slice of the opportunity.
Yes,
Simple as
definitely.
that. Opportunities are there. You took a better part of it. You are better prepared. Somebody might be playing holy somewhere. It's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Arun, let's hear from you.
Yes. Good evening to all. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thanks a lot for this opportunity. It was a very brainstorming session. And as I was already mentioned, right, I'm in cybersecurity and purely in technical side. This exercise was very, very, very good. I enjoyed a lot. And that too with Nagu, right? He was brilliant, extraordinary. And he provided the base. That is, till 1 week we waited for others. That is who are all we can. So we started last Saturday, and before that I had a complete busy because of leadership visit to our office. So last whole week we didn't able to start, and last Saturday we started, and then we waited for 2 or 3 days. Then from Tuesday we started daily at least 1 hour meeting, morning of an hour, evening of an hour. Nagu only provided the base. Okay, we will take this plan. And it was very good. Then we asked a lot of questions with ourselves whether there is a potential in this industry from this 500 million to 1 billion. If that is not the case, how we are going to achieve it? What are the things we need to add? So from there, brainstorming started, and whatever we shared the input, right? Nagraj did a very background work. That is, what are the things he has to prepare? What are the data he has to collect? Everything he worked a very. I understand from the data he shares, right? From that, I can able to understand how he put his efforts. And then we had a discussion. and then we came up with this many number of slides we need, and this much time we need, and this much time we have to complete, and this is everyone's role, and how we are going to practice. Everything happened. Lokesh also joined by Wednesday. We started by Tuesday. Wednesday, Lokesh joined. He also provided a brilliant things. That is the logo and all background. Those ideas were by Lokesh only. So end of the day, it is a collaborative work. We enjoyed a lot, and it was a very good experience. So just I want to share. Thanks. Thanks to
Thank you
everyone.
so much, Arun. Thank you. And see, you included Lokesh. Lokesh also came up with his own ideas, and it took the entire experience to a different level. Lovely. Now, I was wanting, we have a very experienced person in the group over here, who's Sukesh. And in Sukesh's team, I had added so many other people so that they get a perspective on how to design a business case from a CFO's perspective. Now, the people in his group were also company secretaries who would have immensely gained from Sukesh's exposure. There were people from the banking sector. He would have given them a very different view. Unfortunately, they missed the opportunity. But very well done, Sukesh. In the short time and in the busy financial year closing period, you took out the time to put it all together. Kudos to you. Would you like to share something before we take on Satyanarayan?
Sure. So that was honestly, when I started, it was a bit of challenge for me, primarily because the moment I think of AI or tech, I find it difficult to comprehend and understand what needs to be done actually. Over there, Satya definitely helped me understand in a very simple form. Definitely, Rekha took the lead in terms of giving the material for my review, and Satya adding to it and making it simpler for me. So that helped me in terms of understanding the business, and that is what I was struggling to figure out because I was unsure about how to take it forward. Um, However, we had one first serious call only yesterday at 12 noon. We worked towards that. Um, there were a lot of queries coming in from Satya as well as Rekha. From the business perspective, we had a 3 hour call and I resolved most of the things which I felt was something could have been resolved or could have been addressed by me. So that gave them the comfort that yes, it's doable. This is how it needs to be taken care of. This is how the numbers are to be looked at. They were looking at Rekha was looking at the number from a different perspective. I completely changed the perspective that this is not the way to look at the numbers. This is the way. So I don't know how much she gained out of that, but definitely it was also an eye opener for me that how can I present the numbers in a very simple form to a person who's not familiar with the finance function at a higher level. I'm not saying at a base level, at a higher level. So that also gave me the perspective and come down to a level which I can communicate to them in a very simple form. So that thing definitely helped me. We worked till half an hour before the presentation to put everything together, do everything whatever we could have done. But anyway, we could have done it better if we would have planned it well in advance. But anyway, it was the first attempt, and I feel next time it will be we will be able to focus more on that and take it to the next level altogether. Actually,
Super, super. Thank you so much for sharing, Sukesh. And Rekha, I hope you will not now go and distribute equity to every random person, right? It has to be distributed very carefully. You don't distribute shares like Prasad. Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing, Sukesh. Satyanarayan, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for giving this opportunity, madam. Actually, yes, Sukesh just now mentioned that one. We had a long discussion yesterday and we are collaborated. We are trying to understand why, because he is completely finance background, CA, chartered account, and I am the technical person. And Reka is the management. So collaborating all three, get together and spend a lot of time. And yesterday night and till today, up to 3 o'clock, some discussions, how to prepare, how to present. So this is completely eye-opener to me. Also, from the management perspective and from the C-suite level, how to think what are the points we need to consider. And today, other presentations, this is one of the key learning also to me. How to present, how to put the values, how to showcase. So it will be useful in my upcoming career also. Yeah, I want to convey very thankful to Sukesh and Rekha also. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, Satyanarayan. And of course, you came with your own perspective, Sukesh with his, and Rekha with hers. So collectively, it all turned out well. Now, don't worry too much about what you could put together and in the end moment, what all you could do. Idea is to learn, which I think everyone did. So gets the funding in the next session. But yes, next Saturday, let's meet again, same time. Let's take it forward and take away some key learnings. I need to analyze all of these parts as well. I will also sit with the team and see what all we can do better in each presentation. What could have been done better? We'll do an analysis, present it to you, and in the next couple of weeks, I will show you exactly what an investor pitch from the C-suite team should look like. Very short, very concise, very impactful, and bang on point. Right? So that has been learned after making 1 trillion mistakes. But in any case, if you can learn from it, why not? So see all of you in the next session, and let's keep interacting, playing all these games and learning from each other. God bless all of you. Great health, lot of wealth, big positions. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank
Thanks,
you.